Okay, we are Team 3 and we're going to talk about our 3D model that we made of the rainforest. You may think that a rainforest is sort of like a jungle, but in reality, the rainforest and the jungle couldn't be any more different. Yes, they can be a little bit similar, given that they have some of the same flora and fauna, but they're completely different. A rainforest can be surrounded by a jungle, but it's not a jungle itself. Because the main difference is that the rainforest has a canopy, a large canopy of tall trees that make it hard for light to pass through and thus making it hard for plants to flourish and to have a lot of flowers and vegetation. Contrary to the jungle, that the jungle does have light coming through and has a lot of plants and flowers on the floor of the jungle.
What is the climate of the rainforest? The tropical rainforests are hotter than the temperate rainforest because they are located on or are near the equator, between the Tropic of Cancer and the Tropic of Capricorn. The climate is typically warm and wet. The temperatures in the tropical rainforest are high throughout the year. So the average temperature is around 28 degrees Celsius and varies very little from day to day. It never drops below 20 degrees Celsius and rarely exceeds 35 degrees Celsius. The humidity levels in this biome ranges from 70% to 90%. The rainfall levels are high, typically over 2,000 millimeters per year, and this amount of rainfall supplies huge rivers and also helps to keep the rainforest moist. The atmosphere in the tropical rainforest is hot and humid as a result of high temperatures and abundance of water, but these two together, they make the ideal conditions for vegetation and growth.
Okay, so now we're gonna talk about the rainforest fauna, or the animals, and we're gonna concentrate about the fauna of the Brazilian forest, that is the most known. So there are four types: the mammals, birds, reptiles, and amphibians. And anthropods, we're gonna concentrate about these four. There are more mammals than birds, more birds than reptiles, and more reptiles than amphibians. And so we're gonna start with the mammals. That we can see some examples are the tiger, the capybara, chimpanzee, gorilla, lemur, monkeys, lamang, okapi, jaguar, and many more. About the birds, we can see the tucano, the cassowary, the macaw, quetzal, hatsin, eagle, and the hornbill. So reptiles, there are few. There are the anaconda, the black caiman, the boa constrictor, the gaboon viper, and the reticulated python. And for the amphibians, there are just some types of frogs. There are the golden poison dart frog and the red-eyed tree frog.
Hi! So right now we're going to talk about the vegetation in the tropical rainforest. The rainforest has more than 2/3 of the world's plant species, which provide shelter and food for the animals that live in them. It also takes place as a very important part in the world's gas exchange, which provides much of the world's oxygen supplies. The rainforest is very warm and humid, which allows an enormous variations of plants that are adapted to different factors. These plants may include from flowers, palms, trees, to little grass and tulips that grow. This has led to the evolution of many species. But why? Well, actually, the rainforest, it becomes so populated with different types of plants that the competition at ground level for sunlight and food is very much. So, plants have to develop certain characteristics in order to survive and obtain the most light and food so that they can grow.
Hi, I'm Mendez and I'm going to talk about the relationship between people and the rainforest. Tropical rainforests are important because they provide oxygen, taking carbon dioxide, and are a huge source of biodiversity and cultural diversity. However, people also rely on tropical rainforests for food, medicine, timber, travel, and more. Rainforests around the world provide people with food and spices. For example, allspice, vanilla, cacao, cassava, ginger, bananas, black pepper, sugarcane, nutmeg, and more. Many people are also moving from crowded cities where they cannot find jobs into rainforests where they are becoming small-scale farmers. With all of this use, we need to be concerned about the stress we are putting on rainforests. 30 acres of trees are cut into tropical rainforest every minute. Some scientists estimate that rainforests the size of Pennsylvania are lost each year. There are many causes of deforestation. People are logging for firewood, charcoal, building materials, and other uses. Trees are being removed for commercial agriculture, which may cause permanent damage. Converting rainforests to pasture land for cattle ranching has destroyed many rainforests. Mining for gold, bauxite, and other minerals can destroy land and make it vulnerable to erosion.